Hello there, everyone. I'm here with Josh Bangle, the Communications Manager at Lowell Observatory. Josh, thank you so much for joining us here in the studio.
Happy to be here.
You got some exciting news for us, huh?
Very exciting news.
What's going on with LIGO?
So, LIGO, which is an instrument that's set up to detect gravitational waves, has done just that. It's detected a gravitational wave. And for people who aren't in the science community, it's like, so what? But for if you are, or if you're interested in all this stuff, it's very exciting to be able to detect gravity and actually think of gravity as a thing, a being. It's like a radio wave. And we've been able to detect these from some sort of cataclysmic event, which essentially would be, in this case, two black holes slamming into each other. So something 30 times the size of our sun, two of those smashing into each other and causing this event that would send ripples through space, much like throwing a rock into a pond. These ripples are going to move away from the event and start to disperse and get wider. And now that they've hit Earth, they've bounced into Earth, almost like a whisper, a very big open wave, we were able to detect that back in September of 2015. And so now they've released their data, which is very cool because it's just about 100 years from when Einstein had this very theory, his theory of general relativity. They've been actually able to prove part of that theory right now, 100 years later.
Wow. Crazy stuff.
Very crazy.
And it's at the very beginning of it, too. So where do you go from here?
So we are at the forefront right now. And so people are going to take this information and we're going to be able to study black holes and other objects in our solar system and our universe that we weren't able to kind of study before because we didn't know how. We couldn't detect that type of stuff. So now that we have what this gravitational wave looks like, or sounds like in this case, we're able to look at black holes in a whole different light.
Amazing stuff. All right, well, it looks like there's light on the other side of the end. So thank you much for joining us, and back to you at the desk.
Thanks. Well, we've just heard from Lowell Observatory, but the impact of the gravitational waves reaches all the way to Prescott, Arizona, where Embry Riddle University researchers have actually had a hand in some of the research leading up to today's big announcement.
It's basically an entirely new way of observing the universe. We've been looking at the universe through astronomy in optical, in radio, and other frequencies for hundreds of years. This is the first time we've ever been able to listen to the universe with gravitational waves. So I've been with the project for 9 years, but there are some people who have been working on this literally since the 80s or even earlier, trying to detect gravitational waves, and this has finally come to fruition in 2016. It's a very big bit of news in science, and we want to be very responsible about not publishing our results before they're ready. So we've been spending the time since the actual observation of September, making sure that it really is what we claim it is. So when we come forward with this today, we have a very confident detection of gravitational waves. We've investigated everything that we thought this maybe could have been, and turns out not to have been. This really is a gravitational wave, and we want to do our due diligence with that.